Despite being one of the founding members of the EFL Football League back in the 1880s, Derby County currently find themselves last in the championship after going into administration getting a 12-point deduction. So they only have 6 points right now at this point in the league. It's not looking very good for them. They have a transfer embargo placed on them. The owner is looking to sell. Derby County is an absolute mess. But we are hoping to change their fortunes around. Oh boy, this is going to be a tough one. Let's freaking do it. Let's do it. What's up, you guys? Mental Hog back on the channel here for another rebuild. That's right, we're back. We're doing another rebuild. This has been a really fun little series that I've been doing. I hope you guys are enjoying it. But today, we have a completely different beast than the Newcastle takeover. We're going from all the money to literally no money. Derby County have a transfer embargo. Their owners are trying to sell. They're last in the championship. And as a matter of fact, we're actually going to relegate them and we're going to put them in League One. We're going to swap them out with Wigan Athletic, who are currently top of the League One. So congratulations to Wigan. They get promoted a little bit early here. No, not League Two. Not League Two. Not that low. Yeah, so Wigan Athletic are going to the championship, and Derby are going to be in the League One. Yeah, so we're doing that. And we're also going to take away their money and their transfer budget. Thanks to the cheat engine and mods, we're able to do that. So I hope you guys are excited for yet another rebuild. If you are, make sure you hit like down below. Subscribe if you're new to this channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on another one of these videos. And I'm still looking at trying to get a different title for this series besides rebuild. I'm going to keep using rebuild for now because it just works. If you guys have any more suggestions, I've had a couple, but none of them really stuck with me. I haven't really had one that's like really like, yeah, that's the one I want to use. So yeah, keep those coming. And yeah, let's get this rebuild underway, guys. The rules of the FIFA 22 rebuild series are as follows. Rule number 1, we have to take a team to Champions League glory. We will simulate every game except for the Champions League final. We can sign whoever we want to sign, and each rebuild may have some extra unique rules for that particular rebuild. There's our manager coming in. Wayne Rooney is out of the club. We are coming in and we are ready to take over at Pride Park Stadium. We're going to be the new manager at this club. We're going to see if we can turn their fortunes around. Well, their fortunes are already really not that great, but we're going to try and make them, better. We're going to try and bring them back to the Premier League, try and bring them back to the Champions League, and eventually, obviously, win the Champions League, of course. All right, so as you can see, we've got actually for League One, we've got a pretty decent side, so we shouldn't have that hard of a time getting back up into the championship this season, but we do have a few issues in the squad. We've got a little bit of, we got some aging players mostly. We've got, 29-year-olds, 30-year-old players. We've got some young players with some upside to them as well, which is good. A lot of these players' contracts are expiring in 12 months, which is going to be a particularly difficult issue to solve. I'll show you why in a second. Well, I think you already know why, but we've got a lot of decent players and some players that we definitely might want to keep around, some that are a little bit younger and might have some upside to them. And then there's also some older players that are more veterans that might have some, that might be able to help us this season maybe. But we're definitely going to need to look to offload some players and generate some funds. Reason being, I will show you now, is because we have literally zero in our transfer budget. I have taken it out completely. There's no BS going on here. Literally, we have nothing in our transfer budget. I've gotten rid of it entirely. Yeah. We have nothing, literally nothing to work with. So we're going to need to sell players. We're going to need to find creative ways to generate income to spend. And I will only allow us to spend money this season and probably next season, or even until we get back into the Premier League. Yeah, I think until we get back into the Premier League, I won't give us any money. We'll stay that way. And then we'll just assume by the time we get back to the Premier League that somebody has come and bought us and resolved our administration issues. Yeah. And since I can't simulate a 12-point deduction at any point, I'm not going to be doing any of that. But, we're in League One already, so it's bad enough as it is. One thing that I will say that we're going to use to try and maybe help us along here is our... Whoa, we got a lot of players in our youth academy. But, yeah, and in here somewhere is our homegrown talent. Where is he? Is it him? Yeah, I guess it's this guy, Leon Johnson. He's definitely not supposed to be a goalkeeper. And if this happens to you in your saves... and you don't have the PC, I hate to tell you this, but you're screwed. But because we have the cheat engine, we're actually able to convert his position to something that works better for him. So I'll update you guys with that. But yeah, I'm going to go through this youth academy and see who we can maybe bring in. And we can actually look to offload all of these players and sell them, and that would help us generate income. So yeah, there's that. All right, so this is kind of the best 11 that I can put together for us right now in Season 1. Kazim Richards up top, Ravel Morrison, Lawrence and Yazuak in the attack, Graham Shinnie and Christian Bielik playing alongside each other. And then our back line, Buchanan, Johnson, who is our actually a good center back. I think he's going to end up being about 70 rated. Our future star that we get, the homegrown talent. We've got Davies, who is a veteran, as well as Jagielka on the bench there. And we've got Byrne. We've got Roos in between the sticks. Our bench looks like this. All of this stuff will change a lot probably in the next few years. Well, maybe not in the first couple of seasons, but over the next few years. So I don't want to spend too much time looking over these players, but we're playing a 4-2-3-1. And yeah, I think that this will be good enough to get us through League One for sure. We're pretty good for a League One team. All right, not exactly the most realistic or interesting piece of business to start, but our Scottish left back Craig Forsyth off on an adventure to Japan, getting sold to Yeonbuk Hyundai for 900k, 600k of that in our wage budget now, or in our transfer budget now. I'm going to try to use that to renew some contracts for these players. A lot of their contracts are expiring, and that's not going to be good. All right, another piece of business here. Max Bird getting loaned out to Cadiz CF for 2 years. He's got good potential. I want to be able to harness that. Can't necessarily guarantee him the play time this season, so I want to make sure he gets out on loan to develop. All right, and our starting striker, Colin Kazim Richards, is off to SK Sturm Graz. We're getting 425k out into our budget, so thank you for your services, a veteran striker, but we need that money to free up the wages and to get new contracts for these players for sure. And another sale going through David Marshall for 350k going to Adana Demirspor. So yeah, some more money to our transfer budget. Okay, so in some magical way, I was able to get everybody's contract sorted and at least a 1-year extension, whether it's on their same wage or a little bit more. And we have 1.5 mil in the budget, so we could actually potentially sign some players. But the issue is, with that money, you can't really sign any kind of improvements to our squad. So maybe we use the youth scouting system a little bit in this rebuild. I think maybe that would be fun. Let's give that a try maybe. So Derby already have a 2-star scout, but let's see how much maybe a 3-star cost. We could get a 2-star, 3-star, which is, I don't really want that. I'm gonna wait until the first of the month and see if I find another scout before I even send them away anyway. So I'll update you guys about this youth scouting thing. I think this could be an interesting thing to help us keep producing talent and keep producing money to actually make things happen at this club during the initial few seasons where we have to get back into the Premier League. And another loan move going through here. Jason Knight going on a 2-year loan to Bochum. Again, another player that has good potential, but we don't actually have center mid as a position in this formation right now. We're playing a 4-2-3-1 with CDMs and a cam, and he doesn't really fit that at all. He's been playing also on the right midfield for them, but we're playing like right wingers and left wingers, so he really just doesn't fit into the formation, so we're going to loan him out for now, have him grow some, and then we'll figure out what to do with him when he comes back. All right, we've made one signing happen in this All right, we've made one signing happen in this August transfer deadline day. 1 hour left on the clock, so we were really pushing to get this to happen. But we brought in an improvement at that striking position. It's the weakest position in the club right now, and it's Jacob Brown coming across to us from Stoke City. He was actually valued at 1.9 million when I signed him, and his value has shot up to 2.7. So that's a really good sign. But we put Jack Stretton, a 19-year-old striker from our club, in the deal. 1.4 million euros and a sell-on clause of some sort. So yeah, we really wheeled and dealed to make this happen, and I think we have just about nothing left in the transfer budget now. Yeah, if we look at our transfer budget, we've really just got 3k in wages. So the Youth Academy thing is probably not happening, at least not right now. Maybe in January we could look to do that. Let's sim ahead, though, to January and see how our team does. All right, well, League One is looking pretty good for us. We're currently 3 points ahead of Charlton Athletic and second in that automatic promotion spot, fighting with Sunderland to get up to the championship. So I would say we're doing pretty well. Only 4 losses, 8 draws, 13 wins. Lots of goals scored, but also lots of goals conceded. So we're the best offensive side, but as far as I see in the top 8 and the top 10, yeah, and like the top 11, we're like the worst team defensively. So the defense is letting us down, and the offense is doing pretty well. So here's what it is. And then we have a couple of issues, particularly with Mr. Byrne, our right back. He submitted a transfer request. He doesn't want to be here anymore. But also, that sucks because his contract is expiring in 6 months. So that means I just can't renew a contract with him, which is not good at all. That's no good. So, yeah, we're probably going to be losing our starting right back on a free next season. So maybe I'll just go ahead and try and get rid of him soon. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. But it would be nice if Festia Basele started playing more games, but that's not going to happen. And Tom Lawrence, get in there. Oh my god, 17 goals and 8 assists. Yazwiak doing well. Brown was a good signing. Sibley is playing some games as well, which is nice. He's actually starting over Ravel Morrison now. And our center back, homegrown talent, Leon Johnson, now is 71 rated. 3 goals, 3 assists. That's really good to see. And yeah, Tom Lawrence just dominating. Clean sheets wise, we've actually kept 7, so that's not terrible either. And yeah, what I feared came true. Byrne is going to be leaving us, Nathan Byrne, on a free at the start of next season to LASK Linz. So good luck to him, I guess. Hey, some exciting news. We sold one of those Youth Academy players for 125 grand. We're eating good tonight, baby. 80K to our budget. Oh, well. All right, as boring as this sounds, that one loan that we had for Byrne and Kilich being sold is the only things we did in the January transfer window. We had to update a couple of contracts for unhappy players, and yeah, I think the fact that we were able to keep most of these players happy and give them contracts is amazing enough in the first season. So yeah, that's going to be all for our January transfer deadline day business, but we do have a little bit of money left over, so maybe we can send away that scout for a couple months. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger and send Will Godfrey out to England for 3 months. It's going to cost us everything we have in our budget, minus just a little bit for the wage if we find some good players. So we'll see what happens there. I'll update you guys if we find a gem. All right, so that was easy. I mean, we breezed the rest of this season, ended up with a 7-point gap. We got promoted, Ipswich got automatically promoted, and Sunderland actually fell down and had to go to the playoffs. I don't know if they made it out or through. I guess we'll have to check and see. But yeah, we're going up to the championship next season, so that is exciting for sure. Let's see what the other cups looked like. We were in the Papa John's Trophy, I know, and Wickham Wanderers actually won that. Where did we end up here? It looks like we didn't actually get very far. Yeah, we actually got knocked out by AFC Wimbledon right outside of the group stage. The Carabao Cup, I know we also took place in. Liverpool, Manchester City in that one. The bald man winning his freaking trophy again. Where did we go here? Round 3 of the Carabao Cup, we came up against Everton. That's unlucky. FA Cup was won by Arsenal over Aston Villa. By the way, Stevie G is now in charge of Aston Villa. Let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. That's pretty crazy. But we went out, I think, in round 3. Yeah, in round 3 we drew Swansea, and on the replay we got knocked out. So no success in the cup competitions. The League One playoffs, it's only the semifinals that have happened, so we'll have to check back in on those. But the Super Cup at the beginning of the season, Chelsea bit Villarreal for that one. Bit? Yeah, they bit them. They ate them. I guess I'm hungry. The Conference League was won by Roma over FC Basel. The Europa League winners, Real Sociedad taking over Real Betis in a all-Spanish Europa League final. And the Champions League was won by Liverpool over Inter Milan 3-1. I can now confirm that Sunderland are still not leaving League One. Oxford United actually end up clinching the other promotion spot in this game. So yeah, that's cool. All right, final stats for this season. Tom Lawrence putting up Messi and Ronaldo-like numbers in League One. Oh my God, 29 goals and 8 assists. Jacob Brown, what a signing he's turned out to be, huh? 14 goals, 12 assists for him. Sibley getting in there real well. Yazwiak doing really good. Leon Johnson, one of our top scorers. Jesus Christ, 4 goals and 3 assists for our youth prospect here. As Isaac Hutchinson came off the bench, we converted him to a winger, and he has made some returns for us there too. Ravel Morrison doing okay, 4 goals. Bielik getting actually a lot of assists and goals, some goals as well. Buchanan, our new left back, has done really, really well in the absence of the other guy that we sold. I don't even remember his name, but yeah, he's grown a lot. And top assists, actually Jacob Brown. And clean sheets, we ended up keeping 19 of those. Wow, that's really cool. Cal Roos doing a good job. So yeah, that's Season 1 wrapped up, and I will see you guys for Season 2, where we, once again, will have no money. Season 2, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Alright, so here we are, Season 2. This is what our team looks like. And our issue this year is going to be squad depth more than anything else. We have players. That's, you know, we don't not literally have any players. By the way, this guy, Vandewall, coming through the Youth Academy, he's got, like, so much potential all of a sudden. He was one of the initial players that were in our Youth Academy when we loaded up to save. He's got, like, 86 potential or some crazy shit like that. So he's going to move there. This guy is retiring. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to work that way. I think he's going to take all his game time and he's going to lose his potential. Maybe I'll load him out again this season. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But let me show you what I'm talking about with the squad depth. We literally only have 2 center backs at the club. Phil Jagielka, who, by the way, he's 38, 39 now, and his potential, I mean, his overall has not moved at all. So I gave him a new contract because he's not going down. It's one of those things like Buffon has where once you reach a certain age, you just don't go down in overall as long as you don't retire. So I'm going to keep him around as long as he stays at that overall. I mean, he's got terrible stats. He's not a playable person. He's got 32 sprint speed, 32 acceleration, no stamina, no any of that, but it's not going any further down. So I'm going to leave him in the side, you know what I mean? Anyways, we're looking to offload some of the players, though, and get money to get some squad depth. So that's our goal this season. Oh, and another problem is that Byrne, our right back, left us. So we're going to need at least one more right back, maybe a new starting right back, maybe a new rotation right back, something like that. And once again, $0 in our budget. Nothing. Absolutely nothing is coming into our budget. So yeah, we'll make of that what we will. All right, this will be an interesting take. Ravel Morrison, we have sold him. Louise Sibley has overtaken him in overall and potential and all that. I don't want them to be competing too much for game time because I want to give Sibley that game time as well. So yeah, money in our budget. I'm gonna renew contracts with this, and then we'll see what we can do from there. Yeah, remember where when I told you I would see where we're at after we renew the contracts? We are back to nothing, is what we're back to. So I think strategy for this season, maybe more youth scouting, maybe a little bit of free agent signings. I know that's usually a little bit of like a no, but we have no money. That's what the clubs with no money do. They sign free agents. So we'll take a look. Not going to guarantee anything, but we'll take a look. All right. Interesting. So Jozwiak has gone to Cagliari. Oscar Nilsson. It's a Swedish striker regen. Can you guess whose regen that is? It's Ibrahimovic's regen. Yeah, you guessed it right. Yeah, so we got him plus 2 million for Jozwiak, who doesn't have that much more potential. He was 24, he was a little young, but 84 potential, Ibrahimovic regen. I mean, we have to get him in. So he's sold. Blachek is sold, one of those youth academy people we had at the very beginning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Brown out onto the wing because he can actually play there. It's going to take a few weeks, but he's going to move there. And yeah, the Ibrahimovic regen is in. 83 pace, 74 shooting. 68 dribbling, 68 physical. He's 5'10", low work rate, so we'll work on his stuff. But yeah, interesting addition to the side. I was not expecting to get that kind of like a swap deal offer. Cool. Oh, and I never updated you guys about the Youth Academy scouting last season, at the end of last season that we did. We got a couple of good players here, and Taylor Lancaster and Henry Hall. I think I'm going to go ahead and promote them and try and loan them out and get them some game time. All right, so I have had a look through the free agents, and I have found 5 players. I'm never ever going to sign more than 5 players in a season. This will probably be the only season I let myself sign 5. From here on out, no more than 1 free agent actually a season. But we'll do 5 this season just because our budget is the way it is. And I found a new goalkeeper that could technically be an endgame goalkeeper for us. 6'7", 73 overall at 18 years old, Frederick Cook. I'm also going to bring in Lorenzo Jimenez because we do need a right back now that ours has left us. And then we do need, like I said, a couple of center backs. So these 2 players are going to fill that gap, and this guy will be back up on the wing. I'm going to bring all these free agents in. So just in advance, welcome all these guys to the club. All right, so like I said, all those free agents are in. And then we also did sell one of those Youth Academy players we had from the start, Manu Palacios, to Arsenal, but not the same Arsenal you think. I don't know what league that's in, but for 650K, he is gone. But all these guys are in, and I think I called him Cook earlier. Crook, Borges, Bertin, Cabrera, and Jimenez all into the club. And Cabrera is going to become a center back. All right, this is a bit of a toughie. Graham Shinnie, our captain, has actually been sold to Deportivo Alaves. He is 31 years old. He's going to start falling off in his overall. Cashed in and got 2.4 mil for him, which is way above his value. I think that's solid. Now we just have to look for a replacement for him. Not the end of the world. All right, a couple more sales have been done here. Isaac Hutchinson selling to Seattle Sounders, 2.1 mil. And Alsep, one of our backup goalkeepers, sold for 1.2 mil to Rangers. Check this out for a signing, huh? Matthew Longstaff coming across from Newcastle. His contract was expiring. He was valued at 7 mil. It went down a little bit. Wow. Actually went down a little bit more than a little bit. But, yeah, I'm looking to turn him into our next CDM, kind of to play alongside Bielik there. I think it might take him a while. Maybe we'll just play him at center mid. I don't know. We'll figure it out. He's going to join the team, though. Welcome to the club. Matthew Longstaff. 5 million for him, by the way. Good deal. God damn, it's going to take him 77 weeks to convert. What a joke. Maybe we'll play him at center mid this season and put him on like ball winning midfielder or something. And then maybe his defensive stats will be a little bit better. It'll be easier to change him. I don't know. Maybe we'll just play him at center mid. That's fine, too. Alright, the last piece of business that's happening for us is Van de Waal, our high potential young striker, going out to CD Tondela on loan for this season. That's going to conclude our business for this January transfer window, because there's an hour left and we got no money. But yeah, I got youth scouting going on in the background. I'll see you guys in January with our results and any youth academy players I found. Alright, well, I goofed, by the way. The scouting network has ended, but I don't even have the wage budget to sign up any of these players. So, like, Marcus Davis, 1.6 mil in his value, he would have been a star for us. God dang, that really sucks. So the scouting was just a flop this season. Same thing in Scotland. We have this player that I wanted to bring in, maybe this player as well, Douglas Cookburn, but I literally cannot sign them. But the thing is, I should be able to sign at least one of them. My wage budget it's £960, so I should be able to sign up one of those players, but maybe even 2, but I can't. So yeah, that sucks. Unfortunate. Alright, so in the championship, we're doing okay. We're not doing too bad. We are about 10 points off of that automatic promotion zone. and we're in the playoffs. So, I mean, we're not doing too bad. There's a 5-point gap between ourselves and Millwall. Defensively, we're all right. We're not great, not terrible. By the way, Brighton, Norwich, and Brentford are the teams that were in the Premier League last season that came down to the championship with us. And yeah, they're doing well. Brentford and Norwich are on track to get promoted. Brighton is in the promotion playoff zone right now. So, yeah, we're doing well. And at the bottom is Ipswich, Peterborough, Huddersfield. In the FA Cup, we barely started. Yeah, we're coming up against West Ham. But something interesting to note is that we're in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup against Arsenal. So that should be fun. I don't think we're going to win, but you never know. And numbers-wise, we've got Nilsson dominating the Ibrahimovic regen, 15-5. Brown just behind him. Lawrence doing well as well. Leon Johnson is doing absolute bits. That's crazy to see. Awesome. Louise Sibley is doing well. Our team is growing. Assists-wise, Lawrence leading the line. And Crook, our goalkeeper that we signed and brought in this season, has only played 2 games. I don't understand why Roos is playing over him. He's higher rated and younger. I don't know. Anyways, we'll see what happens there. Alright, one of the youngsters that I signed from the Youth Academy and our scouting last season is going out on loan to Hartlepool for the rest of the season. Or is it Hartlepool? I don't know. Shout out to Sparring DK, by the way, doing the Youth Academy series with Hartlepool, whichever one it is. Really good series, good team for him to go to, I guess. So yeah, joining up with Sparring DK over there. So yeah, really no business for us, just the one loan. We don't have any money to make anything happen. I did send a scout out again, and this time I made sure we had wage budget to actually, you know, sign players. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. I'll see you guys at the end of the season to see if we maybe have a shot at promotion to the Premier League this season. Alright, so we did finish in a playoff spot, so that's a good thing. Maybe we still have a chance of getting promoted at the end of this season. We just lost too many games, I feel like, or drew too many games, dropped too many points. We could have maybe seen ourselves a little bit further up the table. But Norwich and Brentford going back up automatically. Preston, Brighton, Coventry City, the other teams in the playoff spots. So let's see really quick before we check the promotions how the other cups went. So the Carabao Cup, we were in the semi-finals against Arsenal. The winners were Wolves over Arsenal. So we got knocked out on penalties. Wow. The FA Cup, that first round, well, Tottenham won it, first of all. So there you go. They now have a trophy. Good for them. Congrats. Round 3, we came up against West Ham and drew in the first game and got smacked in the second game. So yeah, out immediately there. And let's see how the playoffs went. Tragic. Brighton and Coventry playing in the promotion playoff final, and we lost to Brighton in the promotion playoff semifinals. Oh man, another season in the championship. That's okay, but it doesn't mean another season of no money whatsoever. Super Cup at the beginning of the season was actually won by Real Sociedad over Liverpool on penalties. The Conference League was won by Tottenham Hotspur over Marseille, so 2 pieces of silverware for Spurs in one season. That's impressive. Real Betis, I think going... No, not back-to-back, but they were in the final last season, and so they're back-to-back in the finals. But, yeah, this time they won over Sporting Lisbon, so... Yeah, 5-4 on penalties. Good job. And the Champions League was brought home by Real Madrid. I think this is their 14th Champions League now, beating out PSG in the final. And I can confirm that Brighton are actually going back up to the Premier League. So the yo-yo clubs are yo-yoing back up. And I am curious to see Man United winning the Premier League is cool, but I am curious to see who's going to be in the championship with us next season. It's going to be Watford, Fulham, and West Brom. So 2 of the teams that went up the season before are coming back down, and Watford are joining them as well. Sheffield actually survived this season, so cool. Good to know what we're up against next season. Final stats, Nilsson did just amazing this season. Wow, 27-8. Jacob Brown, 22-7. Lawrence putting in a shift again, going up 3 as a 29-year-old. That's crazy. Louise Sibley now up to his 79. Matty Longstaff, Leon Johnson, everybody getting involved. Even our new sub winger that we brought in, Valentin Bertin. Clean assists, Tom Lawrence leading the way there, and clean sheets. We actually did see Frederick Crook end up playing a little bit more in the second half of the season, and he ended up keeping 4 clean sheets in 23. And Kel Roos, 34 games, 6 clean sheets. So, nice. So, enjoy the way the squad looks while you can, because next season I think we might have to maybe move on some of these players as we failed to get promoted this season.
It is time for Season 3.
Alright, so our squad going into Season 3 is looking actually pretty good. A team that can definitely challenge for promotion, but I actually went ahead and transfer listed Bielik because he's over 80 overall right now. He's got over 80, and yeah, this club is just not big enough for a player of that stature, I don't think. So I'm going to actually go ahead and transfer list him. Hopefully that'll bring in enough money for us to be able to really reinvest well in the squad this season and bring in really good players to carry us forward into the Premier League and help us survive. Maybe we'll see Bielik come back as well. And as far as players like Sibley and players like that that are pretty close to that 80 overall, I'm going to see what happens in January. If we're really challenging for promotion, then I will let them stay. But if not, I will consider offers for them in January as well. So let's just go ahead and start sending this season. By the way, only one free agent signing allowed this season. All right, and there you go. Bielik has, in fact, sold to PSV for $35 million. We got about 30 of that in our budget. So now it's time to replace him and kind of figure out what we're going to do from there. Now, in terms of what we need, I mean, our starting 11, we can have Bird play at CDM, and that would actually be just fine, to be honest with you. It would be a downgrade in overall pretty big time, but he's a young player. He can grow, and he wouldn't be the lowest rated. He'd be tied for the lowest rated, but it wouldn't be the lowest rated player. And our bench really is what needs work the most because a couple players retired. Jagielka's contract expired. I don't know if he retired necessarily, and that backup striker we had, his contract, he actually retired, actually. He did retire. So, yeah, I mean, we need some squad depth. We need maybe some backup for the wing-back spots, another backup winger maybe, and just stuff like that. Yeah, we just need some backups. I think that's going to be my focus with that money. And also, I think we can afford to spend big on a youth scout. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Nathan Payne and set up a nice scouting network with him and hopefully find lots of good talent. I also went ahead and brought in Morten Fredriksson. I'm just going to upgrade the youth academy. I think that's something that could help us a lot as well for the squad depth. Yeah, big investment made in our youth academy. We have 3 really good scouts now. We spent about 10 million doing that actually, but now we have some money to find some backups with and also renew contracts. That's another big thing we need to do. All right, so I went ahead and give everybody nice contracts as well. So 12 mil is what we have to work with unless we make a couple other sales, but that should be plenty to give us some more backup in the squad and kind of grow us and get us stronger, almost get us ready for the Premier League as well. All right, I did go ahead and bring in our free agent. It's going to be Filippo Ferrara, a 17-year-old center back, 74 overall. He's got some good potential. Brought him in for 8K. He's now an exciting prospect, so I think his potential even went up further. So I think he's the regen of, not Chiellini, Bonucci. I think he's Bonucci's regen. So we got a good new center back at the club here. Another sale, Dylan Williams getting sold to Alanyaspor. And I went ahead and pulled the trigger on Ben Johnson, a new right back at our club, 4.4 million, brought him across from West Ham. And he's actually going to hopefully take that starting spot from who we had, the free agent. He doesn't have any potential anymore, so he'll play backup, which is nice. Solves that problem. Then we went ahead and sold our backup keeper, Kel Roos, to Club Brugge for 2.2 mil. So we're going to bring in a backup. I think I'm just going to bring somebody in from the free agents. I know we said one free agent signing, but it's just a backup goalkeeper, right? I mean, I think that's fine. Let me know what you guys think about that. Signing like replacements for people that we sell like this for like to maybe get a free agent instead of spending money on somebody like a backup goalkeeper, even though we've already fulfilled our quota. Let me know what you think. I think that's fine. I'm going to do it this time, but if you guys don't like it, I won't do it in the future. All right, and there we go. That replacement goalkeeper for the backup on the bench, Blake Charlton, coming into the club from the free agents. Boom. All right, and Ebisele, a backup right back that we've had at the club from the start, sold for 2.3 million, going on a vacation to Cartagena. Enjoy. All right, and our backup Cam Louis Watson has been sold to Bournemouth for 2.5 mil, so now we might need to bring somebody in for sure. All right, we just made a massive addition to that backup for the wing. Coming through at Manchester City right now, Cole Palmer, and I'm a Man City fan, so I always got to add a little bit of that flair in there. And yeah, Cole Palmer coming across from Manchester City for £6 million. Welcome to the club. Euros, actually, I think I have it in. Welcome to the club. He's going to be sitting on the bench for us, kind of, but maybe he can develop into more than that at some point this season. Or in the next few seasons. Who knows? And immediately following that, we have another nice backup signing, Claudio Gomez, adding a lot of quality to our bench this season. 2.9 million, brings the 23-year-old ex-Manchester City as well to our team for 2.9 million. Yeah, and his value was actually a little bit higher. I think it was right on his value. Fell a little bit. No big deal. Welcome to the club, Claudio Gomez. All right, and that is going to do it for our business for for August. This is what our squad looks like. Got a couple players out on international duty, but I think we're looking pretty strong. Our bench especially is looking a lot better. And yeah, there we go. Let's get a striker in there. And I will see you guys in January. See how we're doing. What in the world is this? I'm simulating through the game, and Watford is trying to offer me a job. Bro, we're in the middle of a rebuild. Do you not understand? I cannot take this job. No, absolutely not. All right, that's more like it, boys. We are sitting second on the 1st of January, 60 points, 2 points behind West Brom, a point ahead of Watford. Only 2 losses this season. The best offense in the league and almost the best defense in the league. That is what I like to see. Absolutely amazing from the lads. And everybody's doing really well too. Sibley is absolutely dominating. I'm not going to sell him because we're in a really, really good position to challenge for promotion. If we don't get promoted, I will sell. But because we're not, really challenging, I'm going to keep all these players around. Nilsson, 11 goals. Jacob Brown, 10 goals. Lawrence with 5. Sean Longstaff actually chipping in this season pretty well. Burton, our backup winger. Ben Johnson playing some games as well. Splitting them with Jimenez as well, it is what it is, I guess. Top assister, Lawrence right now. And Crook is keeping clean sheets. Now that he's playing, he's finally growing. Everything is looking really good, guys. I'm really happy with the squad. And our youth academy is pretty popping as well, by the way. I'm going to promote everybody who's 18 and try and get them loaned out. Maybe even the 17-year-olds as well would be worth doing that with. All right, Tucker, one of our youth academy players, loaned out to Ponferradina. Cool. And McDonald, the right back that's been in our team since day one of them at least, has sold to CD Tondela. So a lot of Spanish and Portuguese teams coming in for our players. All right, that's going to conclude another boring transfer window of January for us. No players in, a couple players out on loan and 1 sold. I'm going to keep the little money. We do have a little bit of money, about 2 mil or so. I'm going to use that to make sure everybody's contracts are looking good for the rest of the season. I'll see you in June to show you how the season went. We are Premier League. Say we are Premier League. We are Premier League. Say we are Premier League. Woo! Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay, that was really cringe. 99 points though. We're going to the Premier League. Watford 10 points behind us. West Brom 14 points behind us. What a second half of the season though. Holy crap. Best offense in the league by a long shot. Best defense in the league, tied with Watford though. Really, really good job from the lads. FA Cup won by Manchester United. We got eliminated, I think, right away. Yeah, I think right away on the replay to Salford. Cringe. Carabao Cup won by Leicester City. Nice, nice, nice. Where did we get? Where did we get? No way. To Wimbledon in round 1? What's wrong with us, man? And the teams in the playoffs are going to be Fulham and Barnsley competing to get into the Premier League. Beginning of the season, Super Cup went to Real Madrid over Real Betis. 5-1. That's a thrashing. Conference League was won by Stade Rennais over Real Sociedad. Europa League won by Aston Villa on penalties. What? Aston Villa won the Europa League and they're going to Champo. Steven Gerrard's doing work. And the Champions League was won by Barcelona over Liverpool, getting revenge for their corner taken quickly moment. Really strong second half of the season from the lads. Louise Sibley now up to an 83, 21 goals and 9 assists. And we're going to the Premier League, so he's sticking around. You know that's going to be awesome. Jacob Brown, 20 goals, 6 assists. Nilsson, 19 and 1. Lawrence still putting in the numbers at 30 years old now. Matthew Longstaff popping up this season with 5 goals, 5 assists, up to an 80 now. And yeah, I mean, all the boys contributing a nice amount. Our top assister was Louis Sibley as well. So top goal scorer, top assister. Frederick Crook, I should say. 11 clean sheets in 49 games. Not too bad at all. And Ben Johnson still kind of ended up competing with Jimenez for that starting right back spot. It seems like they're still kind of trying to figure out who should get that. But yeah, really, really good season from the lads. And we are going to the Premier League next season. And that means we have money and we can spend it. And I am so excited for that. Oh my God, this has been such a struggle. I've been sitting here recording this first 3 seasons for like 4 hours almost. Yeah, every season has been slightly over an hour of me sitting here recording, looking through players, all that stuff. And there's Holland lifting the Champions League trophy with Barca, or standing next to it, I should say. Anyways, I'll see you guys in season 4 when this squad takes on the Premier League. We got improvements to make, but we're going to do it. All right, so here we are with season 4. I've taken a little bit of a break in between recording, so I don't necessarily remember every single thing that we were doing, but I kind of looked through and tried to jog my memory. It's been a few days, but we're in the Premier League now, and we've got money to spend. I went through and had to renew people's contracts first, though. That's probably the most important thing, to be able to keep your players. So with that, we have about 30 million-ish in our budget. I found about 5 free agents that I want to sign. I'll show you who they are. And I'll show you, well, you're going to see a couple of players here on my transfer hub. I'm looking at bringing in a new right back, but I found a good backup goalkeeper, backup center back. This guy actually is way better on the wings if you look at his like stats. So we're going to convert him and he's going to be a backup winger. We got James Garner coming in. We've got Lamine Dienne coming in, who is, you guessed it, the regen of Aubameyang. So yeah, we got a lot of good players coming into the free agents. And yeah, this season should be good. Our team is looking really, really nice. And we look Premier League ready, to be honest with you, minus just a couple of puzzle pieces. So let's start simming and see what transfers we get. We're also in a preseason friendly tournament to get some more money. Now that we're allowed to, have a transfer budget, that's a thing that I'm okay with doing. All right, and Palomino, that backup goalkeeper, has joined us. He's going to be, you know, playing backup in goal. He's actually got solid potential, better than the goalkeeper we have right now. So hopefully he'll play some cup games or something for us. All right, a bunch more things coming in here. James Garner is going to join us. DNA is going to join us. Ayala is going to join us. And Collard is going to join us as well. So welcome all of those free agent signings to the club. All right, check out that massive signing, boys. Tarek Lamptey coming across to us from Brighton. We offered our backup right back, Lorenzo Jimenez, who I think was even a free agent, and some cash. His deal was expiring, so we got him on a really, really good price, about 30 mil in value for a player of 31 million in his value. So a good deal, like I said. Really, really good right back. He's going to start for us. Welcome to the club, Tarek Lamptey. All right, so a couple of things happening here. Jude Plant, one of our youth academy prospects, gone on a one-year loan to Ajax, and Bertin, our backup right winger that we had at the club before, has been sold to Hellas Verona for 8.7 mil. We have that the free agent guy that we're converting to a winger, so he's gonna kind of take his spot on the bench, and he had no potential. So see ya, Bertin. All right, so one of our backup keepers that we had at the club, Blake Charlton, we sold him to Estac Troyes for 1.6 mil, and this Ayala guy, like I said, he's probably better on the wing. We're about to find out how much better. Oh! 77 overall, oh my god. He's going to be pushing for a starting position in this club now for sure. That's crazy. Great stuff. I love that. All right, one of our youth prospects, Adam Tucker, going on a one-year loan to PSV and Eindhoven. Hopefully he grows a lot there. All right, so the end of transfer deadline day is upon us, and we spent 24.5 mil on Lamptey and brought in a bunch of free agents to help bolster our side for this coming season and made some profit. And yeah, we had, you know, a pretty mild transfer window compared to clubs like Everton, who spent 225 million, Leeds even spending 90 million. What the hell? Leicester spending almost half a freaking $1 billion here and selling about 300 million in players. What in the world is going on there? 100 mil spent there, 143 here, 321 million euros of profit for Manchester City. They sold De Bruyne, Joao Cancelo, Nathan Ake, Kyle. What the hell is going on in this career mode save? 300 mil spent by Man United. So, you know, comparative to pretty much most of the teams here in the Premier League, we've spent really not that much. And I'm hoping that we spent enough to keep ourselves up. So yeah, this is what our side is going to look like going into the first half of this season. Our youth academy prospect Leon Johnson is going to be captaining the side from now on. And yeah, the starting 11 is looking pretty strong for this league. The bench is looking pretty strong for this league. And I think we're ready to go ahead and sim the season and, well, at least half of the season and see what we're looking like in January, boys. All right, you know what? I'll take that. I will definitely take that. We're more than 10 points clear of the relegation zone. We're sitting 13th. That's not bad at all. Top of the table, Manchester City, Everton, United, Arsenal. All right, and in the relegation zone, we got Palace, Brentford, and Watford. West Ham is pretty damn close to it as well. Shoot. Interesting. And Nilsson so far is popping them in for us, man. 8 goals, no assists, but that's okay. You got to be selfish as a striker. Brown, 6-4. Lawrence is playing most of the games at that left wing spot, got 5-1. Sibley's getting involved. Johnson is getting involved. Ayala is starting to get up there. He's actually higher rated than Lawrence, or they're the same rating, so he's going to start challenging for game time. DNA, the regen of Aubameyang, has gotten a goal. Cole Palmer is playing a part. Even this guy Liam Thompson is doing some stuff. Top assisters at the club, Sibley and Brown. So, I mean, we're not doing that great or that terribly. We've only kept 2 clean sheets, apparently, in the Premier League. That's not great. And we promoted some players from the Youth Academy, sent some of them out on loan. So that's kind of who you're seeing out on loan right now. Let's see, who else went out on loan? This Tucker guy we know about. Yeah, a couple players from the Youth Academy out on loan. All right, we're wheeling and dealing on this last hour of transfer deadline day. We bring in Van de Voort, coming over from West Ham. He's not necessarily an upgrade at that goalkeeping spot for us right this moment, because he's the same rating as our previous goalkeeper, but we sent Frederick Crook across to West Ham and paid a little bit extra, I think like 15 mil, for the services of Martin Van de Voort. And I think his value already immediately went up, so that's a good sign. Welcome to the club, Martin Van de Voort. Hopefully, we'll be able to keep some more clean sheets and he'll grow and just keep us in the league for this season. That would be fantastic. All right, so just the one signing of Van de Voort and Crook going the other way, Gomez getting sold. We have a new number 1. Hopefully this side is enough to keep us in the Premier League. I mean, I certainly thought so upon, you know, first inspection, but we are sitting 12th right now, so I think we'll be all right. We'll see you guys in June, though, with our final results. Do you remember how we were 13th in January? Well, for starters, Barnsley, Watford, Brentford, all relegated. Crystal Palace, safe by 3 points. Anyways, let's scroll up, shall we? So we're in the top 10. We're in the top 9. We're in the top 8. We finished 7th in the Premier League, guys, in our first season. I was really worried after seeing all the money that these clubs were spending, but with our side, we got 7th. I think that means Conference League football next season, boys. We're playing in Europe after one season in the Premier League. What is going on here at Derby? Not bad at all. And then Liverpool, Aston Villa, City, Arsenal, Man United, Everton actually winning the league by 11 points. Wow, they went on a mad one. But our offense was one of the best in the league. I mean, 67 is the highest number of goals scored, and we're up there. 63 goals scored this season. We really turned around in the second half of the season and rallied, and the Rams are going to Conference League next year. The FA Cup was won by Aston Villa on penalties over Manchester United. We went out in, I think, just round 3, to be honest with you. Yeah, we went out to Liverpool right away in round 3. The Carabao Cup was won by Liverpool over Preston North End. We went out in round 2 against West Ham. I think that's the first round we played as well. Yeah, round 2, and we went out to West Ham. No big deal. Beginning of the season, the Super Cup was won by Barcelona over Aston Villa. This season's Conference League was won by Bayern Munich over Everton. Oh my god, Bayern Munich winning the Europa Conference League. What happened? And Everton, they won the Premier League, and they were in the final of this? Okay. The Europa League was won by AC Milan over Real Sociedad. I feel like it's always Real Sociedad or Real Betis in these finals. And the Champions League was an El Clasico. Wow, Real Madrid winning that. Let's see, any of our players in the top scorers for the Premier League? Yes, Nilsson with 18 goals. Anybody else? Yeah, Brown with 10. On the assists, we've got Sibley, who had 7 assists. Brown with 6. Longstaff had 6 assists. And let's see, in the clean sheets, I know we brought in Van der Voort in the second half of the season, but yeah, 6 clean sheets from him. Our other goalkeeper, Crook, I think his name was, only kept 2 clean sheets in the first half of the season, so he really was a crook, huh? After all. Although, Van der Voort came from another Premier League club, so I'm not sure how many he kept with us. And I think we know who our top scorer is. It's Oscar Nilsson, the Ibrahimovic regen, now up to an 86 overall. Jacob Brown, 10 goals and 6. Ayala started playing a starting 11 role at the second half of the season here. Scored 10 and 4, so he's become really good for us. We found him in the youth academy, and he's doing great. Louise Sibley, 7 and 7. He's now up to an 88 overall, guys. This is crazy. What is his starting potential? I have to check. Louise Sibley's starting potential is 81. He is at an 88 overall. Guys, this is insane. But we also had Tom Lawrence pop up with 6 and 2. Leon Johnson, as always, is popping up with assists and goals. James Garner has been pretty good for us, 3 goals and 1 assist. He played a lot of games in the second half of the season here. Longstaff has actually showed up pretty well this season with 2 goals and 7 assists. Lee Buchanan has gotten a goal and an assist. Cole Palmer, it seems like it's not quite working out for him. DNA, I imagine his potential is going to drop significantly next season. He has only scored 1 goal. Collard, one of the free agents we brought in, has played a few games. Top assists, we got Longstaff and Sibley sharing that accolade, and Martin van der Voort ended up keeping 7 clean sheets and is up to an 80 overall, so that's fantastic to see. So yeah, really good season in our first season in the Premier League here in Season 4, and I think we're playing the Conference League next season, so that should be really exciting, but you know what that means? We have more money to spend and more signings to make, boys. Let's get into Season 5. Alright, we're starting off Season 5 with a bang, boys. 5 more free agent signings. We've got Owen Betts, who is a 80 rated right back. We've got Chao Ferreira, who's an 80 rated left back. Cristobal Bello, who is the Luis Suarez regen, I believe. We've got Thomas Bates, who's the Jamie Vardy regen. And we've got Breno Xavier joining us. So a bunch of free agent signings. I know what you're thinking. Probably like, those are all really good signings, right? I know. Thanks. All right, and a couple of sales happening now. Adon Palomino, one of those free agent goalkeepers we signed last season, sold to Union Berlin for 3.75 mil. And Ben Johnson, one of our right backs that we've had at the club for a couple seasons now, sold to Crystal Palace for 11.8 mil since we brought in a new backup right back. And I think this season I'm going to stop doing the youth scouting because we've had enough time, enough seasons. At this point, I think by the time we get like Champions League football and stuff like that, they're not going to have time to grow and be able to play in the team. So I'm going to go ahead and promote everybody that's 17, try and loan them out. But this is kind of what we had found out of our youth academy. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about using the youth academy in these rebuilds, and if you want to see more of that in the future. And one of our long-standing servants since day one, Tom Lawrence, has been sold to Villarreal for 17 million. We just have players that are about the same overall with better potential. And he's 31, so he's not getting any younger. So I think what better time to move him on? Let him go on a little vacation to Spain before he retires. Enjoy your time at Villarreal, and thank you for your service, Tom Lawrence. All right, we're getting to a point in career mode where signings are just getting ridiculously expensive, but we bring across an Italian wonder kid midfielder to the club. He's going to take that starting spot from Matthew Longstaff. Nicolo Rovella signing from Empoli across the dotted line for 68 million euros, and his value has gone down a little bit, I think, from what it was, but that's okay. We'll get it back up. Welcome to the club, Nicolo Ravella. And another sale, Jason Knight is off to Sassuolo for 13.4 million. He's been around since the beginning, but our squad seems to have outgrown him and his potential, so enjoy your time at Sassuolo. And a deadline day deal, Bruno Xavier, one of those free agents center backs that we brought in, has good potential, but his rating is a little bit low, so we sent him on loan to Brentford for 2 years. All right, and with that, that's our deadline day done. 68 million spent in the January transfer window, and 46 million of players sold. So yeah, that's looking good. That's going to carry us around across this transfer deadline day though. And the squad that we are working with to start off the first half of the season is pretty strong, if I do say so myself. I think we could do probably a little bit better in a couple of positions, but hopefully these players will grow. I'm putting my trust in the players that are a little bit lower rated, but for the first time in this rebuild, we have an all 80 rated starting 11, so that's looking pretty good. And I will also show you that we actually are in the Conference League this season. And in our group, we have Galatasaray, Legia Warsaw, and Malmo. So I'll let you guys know how that goes in January, as well as the Premier League. I'll see you guys then. All right, so on the 1st of January, we see that Bournemouth have not won a single game. Wow, 8 points for them. Burnley, Norwich in the relegation zone. West Ham and Wolves just outside of that. We are actually sitting 10th so far, so, you know, not great, not terrible. We were sitting lower last season. At this point, we're sitting 13th, and we finished 7th last season, so there's still room for us to make a comeback and work our way back up the table. We're about 10 points outside of, you know, Europe and you know, Champions League potentially even. Liverpool currently leading the title race though. And we did get out of our Conference League group. We finished 2nd, level on points with Galatasaray. And in the preliminary round, we come up against Luzern, which is a team from Switzerland, to see if we go through to the round of 16, I think. And goals-wise, did you expect anything else? Oscar Nilsson, the Zlatan regen, 15 goals, 1 assist. Jacob Brown, 11 goals and 5 assists. Louis Sibley now up to an 89. He'll probably be 90 rated by the end of this season. 88 and 7. Johnson, again, always getting involved a little bit with the scoring. Ayala not doing as hot this season. DNA doing a bit off the bench. Filippo Ferrara doing well for us now. He's starting at left back. Longstaff with a goal. Bird has got a goal, but I'm not seeing our $68 million midfielder that we bought. There he is, Nicolo Ravella. Only 2 assists so far this season. Not great, not terrible. He's making it work for himself the best he can, I suppose. And he's kind of, it seems like he's kind of splitting the game time. Van der Voort, by the way, with 8 clean sheets. And it seems like him and Longstaff are kind of splitting the games a little bit more evenly. So, yeah, not too bad. And I did go ahead and sell Cole Palmer. It didn't quite work out for him here at this club, but I'm sure we'll see him again at some point in one of my career modes, where he'll maybe get more game time and become the star that I know he can be. 12.5 mil, though, sends him to Hertha Berlin. And you know what? English young guys go there all the time now to play. And they become really good, like Sancho, so, and Jude Bellingham now too, so maybe he'll have the same resurgence in his career. One of our fringe youth players, Henry Hall, has been sold to Bournemouth for 2.5 million. Hopefully he can help them stay up this season. And Jasper Brooks going on a 2-year loan move to Swansea, and he's going to be there for, you know, the next 2 years, so good luck to him. All right, I bet you didn't think you were going to see any January transfer deadline day business from me, but Douglas Louise coming to the club, 84 rated center defensive midfielder, massive improvement to that position. James Garner just doesn't seem to be growing or playing, or something is just not quite right with him, so Douglas Louise is going to come in and take his position. He is 27, but hopefully James Garner will grow a little bit more and maybe take that spot over. He only played 9 games. I don't really know what's going on. Maybe Ravella is taking his spot. I'm not quite sure. This is what our squad is looking like going into the rest of the season. Hopefully this is enough to get us across the line and get us higher finish in the Premier League, maybe somewhere good in the Europa Conference League as well. Alright, so last season we were 13th in January and 7th at the end of the season. We'll confirm now, Bournemouth, Burnley, and Norwich are going down. But yeah, we're not 10th and we're not 7th. We actually finished 6th, so we're doing, you know, a little bit better than we are doing last season. So that's really all I can ask for the team. And Manchester United won the league with 83 points. We're pretty far behind them. And I think 6th place gets us Europa League qualifiers or something like that. But let's see how we did in the other competitions. So the Carabao Cup was won by Manchester City over Arsenal. And we actually went out in round 4. So we actually got a couple of rounds further in. Leeds took us out on penalty. The FA Cup was won by Manchester United over Liverpool in that Northwest derby. It's a pretty famous derby there. And we actually got taken on the round 4 replay. So the round of 32 replay against Nottingham Forest. Super Cup at the beginning of the season, AC Milan beating out Real Madrid. Unfortunately, we were not able to win the Conference League this season. Nice did that over Galatasaray, who are our group mates actually. And we got knocked out, unfortunately, in the preliminary round. Luzern beat us out on penalties, so yeah, I thought it would be an easy opponent. I was wrong. But it's our first taste of Europe, so that's nice. The Europa League this season won by Liverpool over Villarreal, and the Champions League was won by Barcelona, this time making it to the final again and facing off against a different Madrid team in Atletico Madrid. Also, the board are extremely unhappy with us. I hope I don't get sacked going into the next season, but yeah, they're not very happy. Nilsson once again working his way up to the top scorer sheet, just one behind Mo Salah with 18 goals for himself. Very good job from him. Brown with 13 goals. Assist-wise, Sibley up there with 10 once again. And Harry Kane actually playing for Manchester United. Wow, 12 assists for himself there. Brown as well with 5 assists. Clean sheets-wise, Van der Voort kept 7, which is actually 1 less than we did last season, so not too great, but it's all right. All right, so final stats for this season. Oscar Nilsson, 28 goals and 2 assists for himself. Jacob Brown, 20 goals and 7 assists. Louise Sibley up to that 90 overall now, by the way. 10 goals, 14 assists. Oh, and another one, Oscar Nilsson, 2 90-rated players. And we're only finishing 7th in the Premier League. That's insanity. Leon Johnson now up to an 86. He's scoring 6 goals. Like, how is he scoring so many goals? I don't understand. Lamine Diane has actually scored 5 goals and gotten an assist. Ayala has had an injury for, let's see how long. I'm not quite sure. Seems like he's been out for a while with an injury. Ravella stepped up in the second half of the season, now up to an 85. Douglas Louise played some games, got 2 goals. But yeah, he's only played 10 games. I don't know really what's going on. I guess Ravella is playing in his spot. Who else is playing in the midfield? Sibley, our top assister, with 14, followed by Brown. And Van der Waal, who was out on loan, seems to have actually done pretty well this season as well. 7 goals, 5 assists in the Premier League for Burnley. And clean sheets-wise, Van der Voort ended up keeping 11 across all competitions. 7 in the Prem, 3 in the Conference League, 1 in the Carabao Cup. So yeah, I mean, going into next season, it's just a couple of spots that we need to improve in to get us going. And I think we should be qualifying for Europa League next season, and hopefully we can challenge for top 4 next season after that. Oh, shit. That's not good. So, yikes, we got sacked. Well, thankfully, I am playing on PC, so I can use the cheat engine to give myself back the job. I'm gonna do that. They fired us because we didn't qualify for Europa League. But we finished 6th, so I think we did qualify for Europa League. Anyways, we're gonna take this this Bournemouth job. They finished last, but then we're going to just give ourselves back the job offer for Derby. And just like that, we're going to become the manager of Derby again. LOL. I can't believe we got sacked. What the heck? Feel like we've seen this before. Hey, there I am. I never went anywhere, guys. Joke's on you. They gave us all these new youth academy players all of a sudden, so I think we have another, like, homegrown talent almost in one of these guys. Thank God everything has stayed the same with our squad. Wow. All right, so that was a very, very eventful end to Season 5. Let's head into Season 6 now. All right, boys, it is time for Season 6. We got sacked, but we're back here at Derby, and they reset, like, all the dev plans and all that stuff, and so I transfer listed who I needed to transfer list, and boys, I found some cracked, absolutely ridiculous regens. We've got Iago Montes, otherwise known as the Sergio Ramos regen, who we're going to try to sign. Ibai Ramirez is a free agent. He's a pretty good one, could be a backup. We've got Tony Armida, who is the Jordi Alba regen. We've got Borja Rey, who is the Sergio Busquets regen. We've got Stefan Laporte. Look at this guy. This is a Benzema regen whose potential got completely cracked. We're going to bring him in. And we've got Krzysztof Zajak, who is the Lewandowski regen, who's going to be pushing for that game time in that starting 11 spot. But we've got the Zlatan regen, of course, there, but he'll be a good competition for him. All right, and those 3 free agents, Stefan Laporte has accepted, Krzysztof Zajak has accepted, Ibai Ramirez accepted. Welcome to the club. These 3 free agents, that's going to be all the free agent signings I make this season. All right, a quick player sale to let you know about Collard, one of our youth academy guys that we signed up last season. His potential is pretty much capped at like that 81, I think. So we're going to sell him to Stade de Reims for 26 mil, make some room and some money to bring in some of those other signings we want. All right, let's go, lads. Sergio Ramos regen, welcome to the club. Iago Montes, 6'2", 83 overall, exciting prospect. 67.5 million brings him across. And his value skyrocketed, actually. I think when I went in for him, his value was like 48 mil or something. And now, look at it. Oh my God. Great signing. A couple more transfer offers here. Alfonso Borges, one of our backup center backs, going to Bayern Munich for 15 mil. And DNA, the Aubameyang regen, has gone to PSG for 60 mil. We do have a couple more strikers that are kind of better than him at this point. So, yeah, he can go. One of our fringe players, McLaughlin, going to Bologna for 1.9 mil. All right, we got 2 deals to report on here. We brought over the Busquets regen, and we traded them Douglas Louise. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why did you trade your starting CDM? Well, he's 28 years old. This guy's younger and has more upside. So maybe James Garner can kind of hold it down while he grows to that 82 and then kind of takes over. So yeah, Ray is coming for 22 mil plus Douglas Louise. And also, we brought in Tony Hermida, the Jordi Alba regen, for 60 million. And yeah, he's looking really, really good. He could potentially take that starting left back spot now. We have 3 good left backs. We're going to need to offload 1 or 2 of them. Just one of them, I think. The other French player, Probert, has been sold to Bologna for 2.5 mil. All right, and one of our long-standing servants, Lee Buchanan, gone to Villarreal for 30 million. Thank you for your service, Lee Buchanan. All right, lots of stuff to talk about here. Thomas Bates, the Vardy region, is going on loan to Atletico Madrid for a couple of years. Kirk Love, one of our youth prospects, going to Newcastle for a loan as well for 1 year. And Ayala, one of our wingers that we've had at the club for a little bit, has gone to Spurs for 80 million. His potential capped, and we found that 94 rated player to take his spot. So 70 mil more added to our budget. Let's see what we can do with this. All right, boys, a deadline day blockbuster signing as Sandro Tonali joins us from Manchester United. I believe we paid 95 million for him, so at this point in career mode, you just need to expect to overpay. But here he is, 26 years old, 86 rated, and he's really going to break in as a starting player at that CDM spot. I was trying to do this last season, but we just didn't have the money, and that's why we ended up with Douglas Louise. And now we've got Sandro Tonali. All right, there's our deadline day done. Finally up there with top spenders and top sellers. We sold 215 million players and spent about 250 million players. And with that, deadline day is concluded. And our squad going into this season is probably the best it's ever looked and the best it will look probably in the whole rest of the save, because these players that we have here might just be the players that we keep for the rest of this save now. So let's sim to January and see how we do in the first half of this season. Before we do that really quick, I did want to confirm that we did qualify for the Europa League last season, so I don't know why we got sacked for not qualifying. But our group has KRC, Genk, Midtjylland, and Basel, so we'll see how we do there as well. Alright, that is more freaking like it, lads. Let's go. We're competing for the title at this point, at least competing for a top 4 spot. We're 7 points behind league leaders Manchester City, and we are like well up there with some of the best teams in the Premier League. We've got the best offense in the league. We're up there with some of the best defense in the league as well. Wow, this is exactly what I want to see, boys. This is great. And in the Europa League, we did get out of our group, but we didn't do as well as I thought we would. We did have the best offense, best defense in our group, but not enough to get us first place. The results didn't quite go our way. The preliminary round, though, we're up against CSKA Moscow. Now, last season in the Europa Conference League, we got knocked out in the preliminary rounds to some random team. I don't even remember who they are. And, so let's see what we do here, I guess. Nilsson, as always, up there with the scoring. 17 goals and an assist. Jacob Brown, 10 and 3. Sandro Tonali has been a revelation, 6 and 6. Louis Sibley doing his job. Laporte, our new signing, 95 overall. 5 goals, 3 assists. 3 and 2 for Ravella. Zayak is playing some games and doing well. Longstaff getting involved as well. Lamptey is doing well. Tucker coming off the bench and doing work. Johnson has fallen off a bit in his scoring. That's okay, because his job is to defend anyway. Garner, Bello doing some involvements as well. Sibley with 10 of those, and 5 clean sheets kept so far, which is okay. And our team is growing really nicely, too. If you look at some of these overalls, it's really, really nice. The team is just kind of growing together, very nice and even. If anything, I would say that right back spot is a bit of an issue. And our Sergio Ramos regen, unfortunately, has suffered a long-term injury, but he'll be back in time for the second half of the season to hopefully play a part there. But yeah, I mean, our bench is looking good. Our squad is looking good. Maybe we'll see what we can do about this right back spot. All right, another one of our fringe players, Tom Breeze, sold for 3.8 mil to Barnsley. All right, a couple more fringe players, Colton Cullen to Crystal Palace for 2 mil. Brooks to Fulham for 3.4 mil. And Lamptey has sold to Aston Villa for 65 mil. So now we can bring in a new right back. All right, let's go. A new right back, Reece James, joins the club for 85 million, I believe it was. And with his value as high as it is, that's fine with me. Welcome to the club, Reece James, our new right back. All right, and in the last hour, we managed to sell James Garner, our backup center, one of our backup center defensive mids, to Borussia Dortmund, right on his value, 35.5 mil. It'll just give us some money to keep players happy with their contracts and stuff, basically. All right, another big window for us, 109 million euros of players sold. 85 million spent on Reece James. I think that gives us more than enough strength going into the second half of this season to do well in the Premier League and the Europa League. We have almost an all 85 starting 11, 85 rated that is. I think by the time we get to the end of this, Montez will get to that 85, and next season we will be golden for whatever we get, Champions League, Europa League, whatever it is. But of course, hoping to maintain that third place spot. I'll see you guys in June with the final season results. Alright, so relegated, Sheffield United, Watford, and Brentford. West Ham safe by a point. Holy skin of your teeth. If we scroll up, we'll see that we are in Champions League, baby. Derby County for the first time since I've taken over, at least. I don't think they've been in Champions League before ever, but now they will be. And the rest of the league finished like that. Man City winning, only 4 points between us, so that was a really close little title race we had going on. We have the best offense in the league, and again, our defense, one of the best. Most goals scored, and one of the fewest in terms of goals conceded. I think we're tied with Everton for the second best defense in the league. And the Carabao Cup was won by Arsenal over Aston Villa. We actually made it all the way to the semi-finals against Aston Villa, and we did lose out on aggregate, so at least we lost to one of the finalists, I guess. And we weren't lucky in the FA Cup either. Newcastle United winning that over Brentford. We went out in the round of 16 to Wolves, 3-1. Super Cup at the beginning of the season. Liverpool beating Barcelona for that. Conference League this season was won by Sevilla over Arsenal. Oh, we lost the Europa League final to Monaco, 3-2. But hey, we're making European Cup finals, so that's amazing. And the Champions League this season was won by Manchester City, so they won their first Champions League ever, and they also won the Premier League this season, so a nice double for them. And yeah, final stats, Oscar Nilsson with a 39-goal season. That is just absolutely ridiculous. 17 in the Premier League, 12 goals in the Europa League, 6 in the Carabao Cup, 4 in the FA Cup, and he's 94 overall. Boys, we have the best player in the world, or one of them, playing for our club. We've got Jacob Brown, who's up to an 87 overall, with 21 goals and 8 assists, so he's putting up really good numbers as well. Our new signing, Laporte, up to a 95 overall, so really he's our highest rated player, 16 goals and 6 assists. Sibley up to a 91, 11 goals, 17 assists. Tonali really putting in the numbers as well. Ziyech actually did a lot of work off of the bench, 87 rated striker for us. Leon Johnson has once again stepped up with the goals and assists, 4 goals and 5 assists for him this season. That was crazy. Ravella getting involved, not playing too many games. I guess he split the game time with Longstaff, who's actually making an argument to play more games in this team. He actually did even better in terms of games played, goals and assists, and overall match rating. So wow, Longstaff making the case to stay in the team. Reece James with a couple of goals for himself. Kirk Love out on loan, scored a couple of goals, grew nicely. Adam Tucker, everybody getting involved. 17 assists for Sibley, and Van der Voort kept 13 clean sheets across all competitions. 7 in the Prem, 3 in the Europa League, and we actually made a decent run in the Carabao Cup as well this season. Also has an assist. I love seeing the goalkeepers get assists, man. But yeah, very, very largely successful season for Derby getting into the Champions League, and let us now begin the hunt for that Champions League trophy in Season 7. I swear I've been recording this rebuild for like probably 2 weeks, like on and off. You just come away from the save for a few days, come back to it for a few days, go away from it for a few days, come back to it for a few days. But yeah, Season 7, let's freaking go, bro. We got Champions League this season, so that'll be pretty exciting. So check out these free agent signings that I found. We found Marcio Cruz, striker, left wing from Portugal. I think you guys can guess who that is. That is the regen of Cristiano Ronaldo coming in to Derby for this freaking rebuild for our Champions League season. Probably going to loan him out, but it's cool to see that we got the Ronaldo regen here. And also, Bradley Bennett, who I think is the Hendo regen. 78 overall and 85 potential, so coming into the club as well as a free agent. Probably going to go out on loan as well. But yeah, those 2 signings, pretty fun. Hey, dubbing the preseason tournament. Let's go. We got Monday. And then sale, by the way, Adam Tucker for 41 million going to Latium, making some room in our transfer budget, our wage budget for us to bring in a big signing. And a few loan deals as well. Brent Bradley going on loan to Sevilla, Van de Waal going on loan to Bayern Munich, Breno Xavier going on loan to Hertha Berlin. So yeah, woohoo! What a deal! Derby County signed Matthias de Ligt for 155 million euros. The new center back coming across from Piemonte Calcio. 90 overall, 27 years old, only 27 years old, 7 seasons into career mode, guys. What a cracked signing. 95 strength, 94 jumping, 94 reactions. This is the kind of stuff that's going to win us the Champions League, is making these huge overall upgrades. Big deadline day sale, Filippo Ferrara going to Piemonte Calcio to replace Matthias de Ligt for 68.8 million. With this money, I'm going to try and make a backup winger signing, so we actually have a strong bench and a deeper squad for the Champions League and the Premier League this season. Check out this deadline day signing, boys. Viktor Sigankov coming across from RB Leipzig for 80 million, which was a huge transfer fee, but he's going to be a really good backup for us on that left-hand side for this coming season as well. We need a stronger winger. I think Kirk Love's like 78, 79 rated, so big upgrade there. Viktor Sigankov, a little bit older, Ukrainian though, adding a little bit of Russian-ish, Eastern European flair to the rebuild. All right, deadline day done. 235 million spent, 109 million sold. Big money signings, big money moves happening. We have the biggest transfer fee of the window in de Ligt for 155 million. This is what our squad looks like going into the season. It is very, very strong. Let me fix the bench real quick. Get Sigankov on there. There you go. That's our nice looking, strong looking bench, our nice, strong first team. We are ready to hop into the season. I'll see you guys in January with our results. Actually, let me show you our Champions League group before I do that. All right, Champions League group, we have Sevilla, CSKA Moscow, Sparta, Prague. So not that hard of a group. We should be able to get through. We should be able to top this group actually pretty easily, to be honest with you. But I'll see you guys in January. We'll see the result. Okay, so I mean, we we won every game in our group. We completely destroyed our group, and in the round of 16, we're going to be facing up against Bayer Leverkusen. So not bad, not bad. We got a pretty easy draw there. I think out of the teams left, Sporting maybe, Sporting Lisbon, Sporting CP, Bergamo Calcio. I don't know, maybe those teams. Anyways. Yeah, Premier League wise, we are also flying. 13 wins, 5 draws, 2 losses, 7 points clear of second place Wolves, Aston Villa in the top 4, Southampton in the top 5, Everton in 6th. Where is Chelsea? Where is Manchester City? They're in 9th and 10th. Leicester is above them. Crystal Palace in 11th. Oh, wow. Manchester United are in 15th. I mean, that's pretty realistic. Spurs in the relegation zone, guys. Oh my god. 7 seasons of the career mode and we are going insane. Nilsson destroying it, tearing it up, absolutely destroying every league he's in. 19 goals, 2 assists. Laporte, 11 and 5. Brown, 10 and 2. Sandro Tonali, 5 and 8. Ravella finally getting the game time he's been deserving. 5 goals and 12 assists. Sibley actually awfully quiet this season, but he's 92 overall, so can we complain? Nah. Reece James, 3 goals from right back. I'm similar to how he plays in real life. He does get forward, he does score goals, we know that. Leon Johnson, 2 goals and an assist for himself at center back, who's doing better than some of our backup players. Longstaff quiet this season after doing pretty well last season, actually. Assist-wise, Ravella leading that competition there with 12 assists for our team. Van de Voort only keeping 7 clean sheets. And Barry McKenzie, unfortunately, has not played a single game in any cup. He's taken up all the game time. But you know what? He's keeping clean sheets, so can we really complain? No, of course not. Alrighty, boys. 1 hour on deadline day. No transfer business. Nobody sold. Nobody signed. No reason to. We top the group. We're top of the Premier League. Why fix something that's not broken? Alright, lads. The time has come for knockout football in the Champions League. We've been waiting for this moment. It is finally here. This first game away at the Bayer Arena in Leverkusen. They've got, who do they have that's of any interest to us? They've got Reguilon playing at left back, Danjuma playing at left wing, Anderson Talisca up front. He must be really old by this point. He's probably 27 or 28 in the first season, so he's 35, 36 years old. That experience, baby. I don't know a lot of the other players, though. Let's sim this first leg. Our first team is fit, and the first game is a 2-1 win. Tonali and Nilsson on the score sheet. Talisca scoring for them. Not bad. No away goals or anything like that, so we're chilling. All right, time for the home leg. They're rolling out pretty much the same team. We're rolling out with the same team. The result is going to be a 3-1 win on aggregate. Nilsson bagging a hat trick. Sigurdsson coming off the bench. Yikes. In the 90th minute, trying to get them something. Doesn't matter. We're through to the quarterfinals. So in the quarterfinals, we drew Sevilla, who were in our group, and we didn't lose a game in the group. So I guess we're coming up against them again at the Pride Park Stadium. They've got Kessier, they've got Michael Keane, I think that is. Bunu and goal, who must be old by this point. Gay, I don't know if that's Idrissa Gana Gay. I think that's Jibril Toure, who's got potential. Anyways, some decent players, but we've got the way better team. First leg, the result is a 3-0 win. Nilsson with 2 goals again, and Ravella on the score sheet. Kessier missing a penalty to potentially get them something of a lifeline in this game. We win 3-0. Team's a little tired for the second leg. 3-0 lead going into this. We are going to sim the away leg, and it is a 1-1 draw, but we win on aggregate. De Ligt scoring and Carvalho scoring for them. It's time for a big test in the Champions League, guys. We're up against Real Madrid in the semifinals now of the Champions League. They have won this 13 times in their history before even this career mode save started. They've got Bastoni, Tomiyasu, Romero, Wan-Bissaka playing left back, Courtois in goal, Rafa Guerrero, Martin Odegaard and Valverde, Charles de Ketelaere, Chiesa, and Kunku. That is a god squad. So is ours, though. Nilsson up to a 95 overall. Oh my god. Let's sim the first leg at home. It is a 2-1 win. Let's go. Nilsson and Brown on the score sheet for us, and Kunku on the score sheet for them. It's close, and it was a close game, but we have the lead. And we're going to take that to the Bernabeu and see if we can go through to a final. All right, just one rotation for this away game. They have the same team pretty much coming out as far as I can see. Yeah, the exact same team. And I'm going to put in Montez, the Sergio Ramos regen, to come up against his old side, you could say. De Ligt's really tired. But result is going to be a 3-1 win. Get in there, baby. Nilsson in the 90th. Reece James on the score sheet and Brown scoring as well. Yeah, we're through the Champions League final, boys. In Season 7, we have a chance to cap off this whole entire rebuild. And it looks like our potential opponents are either Atletico Madrid or Manchester City. So interestingly enough, we have Manchester City in the Champions League final. On the last day of the season, we came up against them and beat them 3-2. Probably a good sign of things to come. Alright, so we won the Premier League in Season 7, 90 points. We had a 20-point gap between ourselves and Liverpool. We absolutely destroyed the league. Most goals scored, least goals conceded, highest goal difference by a big margin, by the way. Wolves and Aston Villa, the rest of the top 4. So if we don't win the Champions League final this season, we are in the Champions League again next season. Manchester City in 5th, so they're not doing too well in this league this season. Have a good chance to probably beat them this season as well in the Champions League final. Everton up there. Man United got out of the relegation zone in 9th. Well, they weren't really in the relegation zone. Spurs were, and they got out of that 15th. Relegated are Nottingham Forest, Leeds United, Norwich City. FA Cup was won by Wolverhampton Wanderers over Manchester United. Pretty sure we got knocked out right away. Yeah, to Swansea. Yikes. We won the Carabao Cup. Look at that. Some silverware for this team. 2-1 win over Everton. At the beginning of this season, Manchester City beat Monaco for the UEFA Super Cup. The Conference League was won by Villarreal over Olympique Marseille. Everton won the Europa League against Roma on penalties 4-3. What an interesting game that must have been. And we have got our Champions League final to play, boys. Before we play, though, let's take a look at some stats where I think you can see it as well as I can. 44 goals for Oscar Nilsson. 44. That is crazy numbers. 5 assists as well. Jacob Brown, 20 goals and 10 assists. Laporte, 20 goals and 9 assists. That's 3 players scoring more than 20 goals this season. Sibley up there with 10 goals. He's really had a strong second half of his season. Tonali with 8 goals and 11 assists. Nicolo Rovella with 26 assists. Oh my god. Reece James, 5 goals and 2. Matthias de Ligt really stepped up in the second half of this season and got 4 goals for himself. Bello off the bench, some few goals for him. Johnson, 2 goals, 2 assists. Sagankov has gotten 2 goals. Ermida, the regen of Jordi Alba, with a goal and 2 assists. Matty Longstaff has gotten a goal. A lot of players getting involved in the scoring. But Ravella, 26 assists. And Nilsson with 44 goals. Holy guacamole, that is insane. Van de Voort, 13 clean sheets kept this season, up to 91 overall. And yeah, our squad is ready to go for this Champions League final. They're ready for this silverware. They want to cap off this rebuild today. Alright, so we're coming up against Manchester City at the Parc des Princes. And they've got Ferran Torres, Phil Foden, and Amine Jouiri up front. They've got Paqueta and probably Bernardo Silva in that midfield alongside Lavia at CDM. Their backline, Roman Parad, Itakura, Ruben Diaz, Pedro Porro, Ederson in between the sticks. And our team, you know it, you love it, you've seen it in action. Look at those overalls. 87 is our lowest rating in this squad. We've built an amazing team. Lots of free agent signings, but even then, we've only got 2 of them in the starting lineup, and everybody else we've signed at one way or another. Maybe 3, actually. Yeah, Hermida. But everybody else, we've signed them with cash, so I'm excited to get this game underway and try to cap off this rebuild today, boys. All right, boys, it's time for a Champions League final. Phil Foden to get us kicked off at the Parc des Princes in Paris, where we look to lift the Champions League for the first time in Derby's history. Whoa. Oh, they scored off of that? No way. That's crazy. All right, well, Jury puts them up early on. Oh, God, my own club is sinking me in the Champions League final. Can you believe that? Guys, I thought we had something special. Come on. Poor clearance from our captain, to be honest with you. Turns Matthias de Ligt inside out like a freaking pair of pants or something. That was a terrible analogy, but you get the point. What's going on? And Van de Voort, you got to do better there. What are you palming at? Yikes, guys. Yikes. Not good. Not good at all. Emine Jouiri with his first goal in the entire Champions League. Are you kidding me? He's played every game, and he's only just scored a goal. Well, how do we respond to this? Sibley. I see the run of Nilsson. Take it first time. Ah, nice save by Ederson. Trying to cut off any potential passing options for them, but Jouiri is just bombing down this wing. Keeps it alive on that byline. And now Romain Perraud, their left back, playing it inside. A nice little scoop pass over the top. Athletic effort from Ferran Torres there. Jeez. And I think, actually, right now, in this save here, Manchester City are the defending champions of the Champions League, by the way. So, that's not really a great sign. They're off to a good title defense so far. I see at the far post, though, Jacob Brown making a nice run, but he heads it down for whatever reason. What is that? Try and shoot that on a volley first time or something. Okay. You know what? That's the best chance we've had so far. And we actually look dangerous attacking down that left-hand side, so maybe we'll look to do that some more. Oh, Paqueta. Oh, no. This is not good. Don't let him sweat it. Don't let him do anything. Good job, Reece James. Let's get this attack started. Let's turn our man. Romain Perraud trying to keep up with me. Not really able to do so very well. Itakura is that? Actually, no, Perraud is marking me now. Itakura was trying to mark me earlier. Nilsson? Oh, man, not even trying to attack that ball. Sandro Tonali. Ooh, really clumsy tackle. Really clumsy tackle. And now they have a free kick. Emine Jouiri to step up and take this one. Man, this has been a toughie so far, this game against Manchester City. We've barely had any opportunities. Emine Jouiri hits the side netting. Oh, I really thought that went in for a second. Trying to run the outside. Oh, my gosh, man. Yeah, down that right-hand side, we've been very unsuccessful so far. We're about to be in halftime. Nilsson looking to make something happen before then. Oh, wow. Okay, good run. This is the best chance we've had so far. Take a low-driven finish. And not Emine Jouiri, Oscar Nilsson to bring us back 1-1 right before halftime. No chance for them to respond. The Ibrahimovic regen doing it for us in the biggest stage of them all, the Champions League final. That blonde beard and the brown hair looks really strange. But what doesn't look strange is that amazing run he's making. That's his 45th goal this season for us across all competitions. Yeah, that's Oscar Nilsson's 12th goal in the Champions League in 13 games. He's good for almost a goal a game in the Champions League, the biggest football competition of them all. And halftime now, we are 1-1. It's all still to play for in the second half. And usually in the second half is when a lot of goals get scored. Okay, it's the second half. I changed a little bit of tactics to see if that could help us out. I realized I never really messed with them. So they were pretty standard tactics. A lot of pressure coming from us in the start of the second half. Laporte. Oh, nice attempt at a dribble inside. We almost got past our man. Could have been a nice shooting opportunity if we did. Oh, we're opening up in the middle, and what am I doing? Oh my god, they scored from range. The player switching there, it just kept switching to the wrong player, and I just opened up a giant gap. Paqueta from range in the 69th minute. We are under pressure, boys. We might be losing a Champions League final here in Season 7. Look at this. I moved Tonali, I moved that center back, and just created the most amazing shooting opportunity completely on accident. I was trying to control de Ligt and close him down. Inside of the foot as well. Curls around the keeper. That is just disrespectful. God damn. Alright, well, it looks like we need some kind of changes. So Montez is going to come on for de Ligt, who really doesn't feel that great for me. And Bello is going to come on the right-hand side for Jacob Brown. It's an injection of pace and fresh legs. We need something like that. This is not good, boys. Not good at all. I really do not want to have to do another season And it looks like we have an opportunity maybe for a kickoff goal. Nope, not going to happen. We just get knocked over. First goal for Paqueta as well. Both players that have scored for Manchester City have scored their first goal in the entire Champions League today. You got to be joking. We've had players performing consistently day in, day out in this competition. And Manchester City's winning off of 2 first-time goal scorers in the competition now. We need to get a goal back. We need to press high. We need to press hard. We need to press consistently. We need to put everything out onto the pitch. I think I might even make some tactical changes really quick. All right, a bunch of tactical changes have been made. Constant pressure, lots of bodies forward. Oh, no, it might cost us even a 3rd goal now. Van der Voort with a huge save. That could potentially be game-changing. Oh, my God. Now we have to defend this corner. But if we do, there's going to be so many bodies making amazing runs immediately. I need to see them. I need to find them. I need to pick them out. Bello making the run, starting us off. Come on, Bello. You feel so sluggish. You need to pick up the pace, please. Cut it inside. Cut back. Goal for somebody. I don't know who it is. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember who you are. It's Nilsson again. We did it. We actually brought back a goal. It's 2-2. I am freaking out. I'm clipping my microphone because it's too loud. Let me turn down the gain on this thing. But look at this run being made by our new substitute. Oh, the cutback with the driven ground pass. They had no chance to react. Tap in goal. Ederson maybe should be saving that, but he's full extension there. He did the best he could. Nilsson scoring his 13th goal in 13 games. Oh my God. So it looks like we might be playing extra time in the Champions League final. I really didn't want to have to do this. Although, hold on, we need to defend this opportunity before that. If we want to even have a chance. It looks like... Oh my God. Bernardo Silva just bottled it for them. That really could have been a goal-scoring opportunity. Could have been a goal. We could have been sunk with the last kick of the game. Do you know how heartbroken I would have been? First period of extra time. I have chilled out a bit on the instructions, but I have changed them some. I don't want constant pressure. I don't want to get caught out running at people because they almost scored something from it at the very end of that half. I really don't want something like that to happen to us now. It would be absolutely tragic. I see space for a long shot. Ederson palms it away, though. Had some sting on it. He couldn't collect it. Couldn't hold on to the ball, but he did save it. Now Manchester City looking to do something on the counterattack. Actually, it looks like they're choosing to keep possession. Do they want to go to penalties? I have been on fire in penalty shootouts so far this year, so I don't think they want this heat. I mean, they don't know that, necessarily. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Bernardo Silva seeing a 2nd yellow card, by the way. Getting sent off in the Champions League final. Oh, my God. Bernardo Silva. They're down to 10 men, and honestly, I don't like that because usually that means that the team wakes up big time. That could be really bad. Yeah, look at that. They're picking off my every pass now. Not that I've tried that many. Oh, no, 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 no. I really don't like that this team has gone down to 10 men. You would think it's a good thing, but it's really, really not. It's really, really not. Get this ball out of here. I'm not even going to try to deal with this. Hold on to this. Hold on to this. Hold on to this. Get it over there. He's offside. Why are you offside? Come on, man. You're like 96 overall. You're the best rated player in the entire game. You cannot be sitting offside like that. I don't even have you on stay forward. What are you doing? Oh, no, 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 no. Ferran Torres has put in a cross like that before and scored. They must have been offside or something. First period is done. Guys, this is stressful. This is really stressful. Oh, my God. They've kept the ball. They have everything. They have possession. They have this. They have that. They have everything. Let's make a substitution. One more. Tonali coming off for Borjare, the regent of... What's his name? Sergio Busquets. Okay, 2nd period of stoppage time. He was really tired. He's been doing a lot of running. Okay, I don't want penalties. I do not want penalties. I would probably beat them on a penalty shootout, but I still don't want to risk it. It's literally just luck at that point. Sibley, I see you in space. Sibley, I see you in space. Curl this around Ederson. Seriously, man. Where's your composure, sir? Stoppage time and extra time. Oh, they had a shot on target and it was saved. What do I do? I don't think we can have an attack. Let's just clear this for penalties. Oh, I cannot believe we're going to penalties against 10 men. Come on. Derby, you bottle jobs. Penalty shootout in the Champions League final. Rodrigo gonna go left. Oh, went the right way. But Van der Voort just didn't dive fast enough. Nilsson, if there's ever a time to go top bins, it's with your first one. He's got 88 penalties, 99 finishing. That's not enough power. Probably should put more. Ederson saves it. Lucas Paqueta. He scored on the right side before. He's going to go right again, I think. Saved by Van de Voort. Okay. Bello now. Our substitute in the second half. Came on for Brown. He puts it past Ederson. Oh my god, he went the right way too. Ferran Torres is going to go down the middle. A little bit to the left. Okay. Van de Voort, thank you for reacting to that. Laporte, the best player, the highest overall player in the game, I think, in the save. Ederson doesn't even move. Good penalty. Phil Foden. Going to take it down the right, it looks like. Saved by Van de Voort. I'm telling you, I'm so good at penalties. If we score this one, we win the Champions League final. Ravella, 26 assists this season. Can he score the penalty to win us the entire rebuild and prove to be the best signing we have made? Power to the right side. Ederson doesn't move. We win the Champions League final on penalties. Oh, this is the most ridiculous conclusion to any rebuild I'll probably ever do. Penalties. After 120 minutes against a 10-man side. I can't believe it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this rebuild. I know I have. Leave your likes, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Enjoy the title celebrations. I'm going to get out of your way. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. And by the way, happy Thanksgiving for any of my American viewers. Today is Thanksgiving as I finish recording this. I'm thankful for this dub. Let's go.